at 7:09 p.m. Eastern, and he hits a home run to left field. So look at his parents. They're seeing it on the phone. They're all excited. Again, it was the second at-bat. Now here in the Yankee game is the second at-bat for George Lombard Jr., big brother.
Point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
They bring him down, but not only cover the fumble, he gets the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Ball. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Let's fucking go. If you want it, you can get it. Let's roll.
Because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Might be changing the route. He'll throw on third down. Gets it to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteer.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
You got to get in that end zone, boy.
But the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Pushes ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces, and he charges across the line. Touchdown ball! His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one.
He is that big, though. We played that right. Then they got walked.
So many coaches out there.
Why you get walked, my boy?
With a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Vols will now use their
I think he's in the gym,
timeout.
ain't he, coach?
And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hand off for Baxter. Picks up the first down. Oh, a lot of space.
And they let that whole ass nigga break.
He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews.
Let's do it then.
Got out of the room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him in.
Let's do it then, nigga.
Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium.
Better read the box. Break a tackle.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Mountaineers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
That nigga catch that, huh?
Kentucky right back to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's Anderson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. Got a little grass, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field.
Again on these whole ass niggas.
He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock it.
Chocolate chip cookies with no chocolate chip. Have you ever had that? No, but in this case, I believe they used to be chocolate chip cookies. First take starts now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Stephen A. Smith today, joined by the dog himself, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, and of course the marvelous Jessica Mendoza.
Back at the 16.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage.
Fuck, I should have went to the right.
But he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down to the pass and getting the sack.
With the catch, it's Rodriguez. Bounced off his feet. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Well, you got to read that better.
He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to
read
think
that
about
better
something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Bishop. Crosses the 40. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Makes the catch. It's Morris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Bishop. Out of the... Maybe some room here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good, and put one more.
You know, just a couple $100 million less. They're still paying dues, but nothing compared to what else.
Is it the cup for you? It's the Phillies for me. 552 is the guy's payroll insurance. 552 million. Don't forget that. That's ridiculous. I'm going to say the Phillies only because I love the 3 starting pitchers. You know, with Wheeler, Christopher Sanchez, and then you throw in Luzardo, big game last night. They almost beat the Dodgers last year. They played well in that series. They lost game 4 on a throwing error. They got Schwarber and Harper. I will say the Phillies, I understand what...
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Running inside. It's Baxter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Especially when they've got their starting rotation. I mean, you're talking about the Phillies and you like their top three. I mean, this is a starting rotation that doesn't even have Garrett Crochet. And look at the numbers and the run prevention that they've been able to do. And another place that is rocking right now, I mean, go to Boston right now. Fenway, on their feet.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And they can't make the play on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football. People are aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baker. Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the fourth quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Powers through. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Rolled his way into the end zone.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting to throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Great place to start for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Baker. Makes it past the marker. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're working that left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Here's the pressure. And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Baxter.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games to win a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. plows through the defense. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Baker. There's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run in the red zone. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He wants to change this route. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. But I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Handoff, Baxter running left. And after this short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. No matter how much college football changes, realignment,